There we go. Good day, everyone. Day 12 today in a row of exercising. For me is walking. And had to hit my nose, use my nose to hit the record today. If you want to come on for a little walk with me, I got a couple things I'd love to share about my journey and transformation. You know, I've spent a long time working on the physical body throughout my life. I have a lot of knowledge through all the years of working on my physical body. You know, round two from almost 400 pounds again this time. And being on day 12, my breathing has gotten a little bit better. Pushing myself or getting off the floor has gotten a bit easier. It's not as challenging or hard. And yes, if you want to come for a little walk with me today, I'm going to touch on a few topics of just my own personal transformation and what that means for me in my life. And the first thing I'll share on is fasting and how fasting has affected my life in a positive way. The healing process when we're not eating all day for our physical body. It allows the energy of our body to not be focused constantly on just digesting food. It allows the body to focus its energy on other areas, a part of our body, when there's no food in there that needs to be focused on and digest. That will take over, as far from my perspective, that will take over from the areas that are needed in our body to be healed. And the feeling, I feel so much more alive, honestly, with fasting. Now, I fast 18 hours. And many can be like, F that, man. For 18 hours, I know, I was there. I thought the same thing. But you do baby steps at a time. For me, it helped me with coffee, a little bit of cream, a little bit of sweetener for me. And I started easing off the cream. Then I started easing off the sweetener a bit, you know, and then it helps suppress my appetite. Now, if you're someone who likes tea, you know, drink that, have that to help suppress. But again, that's just from my perspective. That helped me to be in a space where I'm fasting, and it's become normal by being consistent. And yeah, so anyways, that's made a big difference. I actually feel more energy as it's been some time. My body's adjusted to the way that I fast. And some days, you know, guys, I'll be honest with you. Some days, you know, I might get 16 hours because I'll stop eating around 9. Or my last meal is a snack if I decide to have that then. And then I'll have, you know, 2 meals typically. I'll have either my meat mixed with veggies and prepped. I prep it and put it in the freezer. Or I'll have eggs. I mix eggs with some meat, a little bit of meat, like processed meat though, like the ham or whatever. I just put 2 slices in there, and a tortilla shell, but I get a protein one, so it only has 11 carbs in it total, and it's got 6 grams of fiber. Now, the thing I want to share on with that, and it's something I just learned with your blood sugar levels. Okay, I've been watching people, and I've been getting it more on my feed. The order you eat your food, it matters for an insulin spike in your body. And there's multiple people that show the chart of their blood sugar when they eat certain foods and how it affects and how long your blood sugar is high of insulin. And then that's where we store our fat. As far as I've noticed and, you know, learned through my own research from watching videos and listening to people and the process. So if you eat your proteins first, you eat your fibers and fat first out of the food and have your carbs at the end, it actually lowers almost by half, if not more than half in some cases. It will lower the insulin spike where you store your fat. So a part of my journey here in walking and sharing is through my own transformation and my own experience on how I will succeed in the things that I am doing to reach that space. So it's been pretty cool. I mix up my eggs, eat that first, and then I eat my tortilla shell that's on the bottom, that is low in carbs, and just watching how it unfolds now in my life by doing this. And some days, you know, fasting, maybe I'll be actually hungry at 2. I won't wait until 4 because I typically eat at 4 p.m. and or 4:30 and then 7:30, and yeah, it seems to be working for me so far, and I'm really enjoying it. So we'll see through my weight loss journey. As week 1 was 383, week 2 at 8 days 373, and in just a couple more days I'm going to weigh myself again. And what I'm going to do, actually, I don't know, 7 minutes here, probably 3 minutes away from my house. There's a lot of people here blocking the road. I'm actually going to spin around and walk back. Is what I'm going to do. So anyways, that's me sharing on what I've learned with eating your foods in order, in the way that you eat it, and they hit your stomach, and it will lower your insulin spike. For at least with me and my perspective for fat loss, for weight loss. So actually, you know what? I'm actually going to go right here. There's people here. This is about probably 90%, 80% home. I'm actually going to turn around and walk back the other way now. And yesterday I did that. I walked 1.5 laps, and then I went home. I pushed myself, couldn't breathe worth it down when I got home, so I puffed up on that inhaler. Oh, feels good, guys. Just pushing yourself, whatever that means to each of you, for the best version you wish to see of yourself. And really sharing has motivated me even more to come out and just record myself and just talk through my journey each day, just for my walk. So there was another, what was it, blood sugar, what was the other one? There was another thing, geez. The order I work in every day. You know, the process of my life is I work, and by work I lay in the light, not the light of the sun, but if the sun's shining through, it's more than welcome. And just through guided meditations. If some of you are curious, I do create them through my own personal experiences and allowing the light to move through you. The light, the quartz of the light. What does that mean? Well, the big man upstairs in charge of everything that is pure and unconditional love that we've all been extended from. And I let that move through me. Always starts my day for 2 hours, and it assists in healing my lungs and my body wherever it needs to go to assist me. And I do that. And then I come for this walk, go home, I'll lay in it again for about 2 hours to assist my body in healing, to help me in healing the challenges that I'm facing today, for what that means for me. And you just allow the light to move through you. That's it. Pretty simple stuff, and it's been life-changing for me. Absolutely life-changing. Feel more light in my life of positivity and helping and assisting to push me, to guide me to the best version of myself. And it's been pretty amazing with the changes on how I feel. The things that once bothered me, they don't bother me the same anymore. They don't affect me the same as they used to. I just let them go. If it's not positive in my life in some way, I just let it go. I guess one of the things I'll share on being open and honest with those who have walked with me this far is addictions. I'm going to speak on addictions. And I'm going to be honest with you, because that has been a big part of my journey, is being open and being honest and being transparent. And for me, for most of my friends, going back to 15 with marijuana. And it helped me a lot throughout my life, and I am so grateful for it. I am so grateful. It helped me with severe ADHD, to calm my mind when I didn't even know I had it most of my life. And through challenging times when I was really grumpy, it helped me to either forget about it, or maybe my body was tense, anxiety, it calmed me down. It done a lot of great things. And then with my friends, there's some of you here that are my dear friends, and there's a few of you, you smoke weed. Please know this is about my journey. It's not about you. You're perfect for your life, and I do not judge. There's no judgment. I'm just sharing my journey of understandings for myself in the uprising that I am choosing for myself, today. So it can be anyone with any form of addiction, but there's something that hit me. And when I got this lung challenge, it, smoking it here or there and doing it, it just really affects me more. And then I switched to edibles, because why not? That's what was in my mind. And it's completely legal here in Canada. And having fun with my friends, It's all I really did. I was never a drinker myself. And, but I noticed it still holds me back for where I'm trying to rise in my life, for what that means for me. And I heard someone, it was actually, I'm on day 12 with that too, or 13. I heard a man talk about quitting your addiction, of what that means to you. And for me, it was like, he talked about treating yourself. How many times, I don't know about if any of you out there, try to quit something and said, I'm just going to treat myself. I'm going to treat myself every 3 weeks. I'm going to treat myself. Or once a month, I'll treat myself. But how many times, like myself, I go 3 weeks, no problem. It's happened lots in my life, because I focus on my spiritual work for what that means for me. And then I treat myself because of how hard I work. But then after treating myself, after day 1, you have a fun time and relax. And, I use it for spiritual experiences too when I lay in the light. And then day 2 comes, day 3, day 4, still doing it, day 5, still doing it, 1 week, 2 weeks, still doing it. And then with that, comes eating food, and then, you know, you're back to square one again. But it's like, what do I want more in my life? Honestly, what do I want more? I don't want to feel the going back and how I feel after doing it and getting back into feeling poopy, honestly, and having to start over, you know. And it's taken me a long time to reach where I'm at in this moment, because of how strong-willed I am, with the ability to be strong-willed. But now, like I said, being consistent, making it my new normal of consistency of what brings me to the best version that I am desiring to be. And it's always taking those baby steps. You know, for me, baby steps was, well, I'll go 3 weeks, 4 weeks without doing it. Then I'll treat myself. And I got good at that. I got really good at that. So I'm just at a point in my life that the way I feel, day 12, treating myself now in that video is not to do it anymore, and not to have to start over each month, over and over, every 2 months of having to start over and repeating that cycle. Treating myself is not doing it anymore and staying in the feeling that I feel of joy and light each day, even though I do when I smoke weed, or with the edibles more so. But it really lowers my ambition, and I struggle to climb back out of it again because of it. So that's not a treat. So I've been tricking myself. Now, many of you out there can treat yourself, and you actually can. And you can do it once in a while, and you do it for one day, and you have fun. Fine, that works for you. But there's some of us that can't do that, and we've tried. You know, still some of my best friends, and there's a few, you know, like, you can do it, try this and try that. Fuck me, I've been trying this and trying that for 30 years. And I just, you know, there's no judgment. It's just a part of my journey I'm sharing with you, with openness and honesty. So I just wanted to share that for those maybe who tell, you know, and again, it's not to my friend, we were just talking about it the other day, you know, it's not towards anyone, but it's just sharing my own insight of growth as you watch me leave videos. Here I'm back home, 18 minutes. I walked further than 1.5 today, or it might have been 1.5 actually today, minus 16 here. But again, it's not towards anyone and everyone. You know, if you can treat yourself doing the odd thing, I mean, by all means, if it works for you, and it's fine. But there's some of us out here that it just, we've tried and tried, and it holds us back, you know, to being that best version. And some people can, you know, dabble here and there of whatever that is for them, and that's fine for them completely, and I support you, you know. So I'm back home here today, feeling great. I'm excited for day 13 tomorrow. I'm excited for day 15 and to weigh myself through fasting and eating how I've been eating has been fantastic. My friend made a birthday cake for me the other day. She's 3 years in a row. They've made my mom's cake for me that was basically Cool Whip, vanilla cake, and jam in the middle. That was always, you know, my childhood. I remember being 8 years old and having that cake. And my best friend here, she's 3 years, and her daughter, you know, have made it for me each year. So I put it in a freezer bag, a big freezer bag. And if I decide that I want something sweet, oh my, I go in the freezer, take a couple spoonfuls, you know, and just taste the goodness of it, and not be addicted and eating the whole bag. See, that is different for me. If I'm just having it here or there and it's not a problem, and I don't start binging and going into it and doing it, it's not a problem in my life. I can do it, you know, from time to time. But I do want to do the best I can. I typically have some peanuts before and eat some peanuts with protein, fat, and fiber, or that. So I eat that first, and then I have some scoops of that cake, and then it keeps my blood sugar lower of spiking insulin to store fat. So that's been a part of my journey here, and thank you for coming along with me today. And I look forward to recording another video, because what I've come to find is I'm really excited to go for a walk and record a video and share my journey with you. And yeah, so thank you for who's following along and joining and chatting with me here. And I look forward to this summer by keeping it up and all the great things that will come with it. So I hope you guys have a great day, and bye for now.